Hi Pokefans, welcome back to part 11 of my Indigo Disk DLC. In the last episode, we went ahead and completed the whole storyline where we also got to catch Terrapagos. I really liked the ending of the storyline, so I was pretty happy with it. But at the end of the last episode, we did get an announcement that we had to actually meet Miss Bryce in the classroom 1-4. So that is where we are gonna go ahead and start off today. I'm not completely sure what we have else in this DLC. I'm pretty sure we have some other stuff. But for now, we are just gonna meet Miss Bryce and see what happens next. Seems like we do have a couple of other things that are going on. Apparently, there are some new stuff in the league room. So I did make my way here. Ooh, alright, we do have the director here, which is surprising. There you are, Dash. Just the person I was looking for. I heard the news. You're the new BB League champion, am I right? I'll admit it, I'm blown away. Inviting you to this academy was the best decision I've made recently. So, now that you have something to get comfortable here, how do you find Blueberry Academy? Are you having fun? Actually love it here, definitely. Good. Just what I like to hear. Anyway, there's a small favor I would like to ask of you, Dash. You see, the whole academy became so much more lively and energetic since you came here. And that got me thinking, maybe we should have even more people coming and visiting from Paldia. Have them come as special coaches or something. You know a lot of people, right? You've got a lot of friends and everything. I mean, like teachers from your school, gym leaders, that sort of thing. Oh, and any strong friends of yours are also welcome here. Pretty cool. I guess you could leave it to me. Spoken like a true champion. I knew you were the right person to ask. I guess we are gonna help him on that now. You can use the club room computer to contact anyone you want to invite. Oh, but it will cost BP. We'll need to pay for the trip and such. Here's some to get you started. Alright. I'm hoping for a bit more BP, but we only got 200. I think I'll arrange for special coaches to stay in the club room when they're not teaching. You should have a chat with them while they're here. Now then, I'll leave you to it. Enjoy! Pretty nice. It's a new feature that has been added. I guess we'll be able to invite all of the gym leaders. So we are able to have 2 visitors over at a time, which is pretty fun. In fact, let me actually go ahead and try this out before we go somewhere else or go to talk to Miss Bryce. Right now, we only have access to the 10 gym leaders. I guess I'll go ahead and invite one of them for now. And maybe I'll be able to invite the rest on a later stage. Each of these invites actually costs 200 BP, which is pretty costly. Especially since it takes around 10 blueberry quests to complete. But I decided to go ahead and invite Tulip here. She is, after all, one of my favorite gym leaders from Paldia, so it's pretty nice to see her here. Let's quickly go ahead and talk to her as well, just to see what happens. Although I suppose we'll be probably battling. Dash, darling, it's been much too long. When I heard you had requested my coaching services, I couldn't wait. I hopped right in one of those chic flying taxi and had him get me here. Chop. Pretty cool. It's actually super nice to see her here. I'm a little worried my class will overstimulate these students. But you'll take the fall for me if anything goes wrong, won't you? I'm actually not sure about that, but I guess I'll say yes for now. Glad to hear you'll be my knight in sparkling lip gloss. Okay. But don't worry, darling. I was kidding. Alright. I guess we have to talk to her again in order to... There we go. Sure. She does talk a bit weird, but she is actually asking us for a battle, which I think we can actually help her with. I'm not really sure if this is a one-on-one battle or it's a double battle. Hopefully it is a double battle. It would be definitely fun. Never mind. Either way, she did start with Ferafric, which means I will be able to at least try my best. Although Lucario isn't really the good Pokemon to go against her. She does have Psychic type team members after all. We're also having 6-on-6 battle. So definitely this one is gonna be a bit tougher if we are not really ready. In my case, I think I'll be able to still go ahead and defeat her. There we go, that was on the first Pokemon. She has Gallade, so I'll actually switch out. None of my moves are actually good against it. Probably Kilovatral is the way to go. It's the only Pokemon that does have an advantage over most of her team members. But for now, at least I'll be able to take the lead down here. I'm actually surprised that her Pokemons are only at level 80. I was hoping that all of these team members would be at level 100. Right here I did get hit by a powerful Psycho Cut, which was pretty bad. I mean, I know that the defense and special defense stat for Kilovatral isn't really that good, but hopefully I'll be at least able to attack it once. Never mind. That was completely useless. I guess I definitely have to switch out Kilovatral with another flying type Pokemon. I mean, it is having a really good stats, but its moveset is just really bad. Or maybe it's just me not teaching it the right moves. At this point though, I think I'll just go ahead with another Pokemon that does have a good moveset. Either way, at least Tinkaton here was able to pull the weight and take it down. Thankfully, the terrain as well is now gone, so the Psychic type moves really won't do too much. But for the next one, I'm gonna switch out into Cloudzyre. I believe this is her third Pokemon. Let's see how it goes. There it is. It's Delphox, which is a newer addition to her team. I'm actually hoping to increase the species in each of the biomes pretty soon. But I guess I have to actually collect around 1200 BP for that, which I think will at least take me a week. Considering that we only get 10 to 20 BP for each of the blueberry quests, unless of course you do complete 10 of them. In that case, you sometimes do get around 150 to 200 BP. But of course, this battle has been pretty easy till now. Maybe I do have to use a different set of Pokemons, which are at least around level 80. That way it will make it a bit more challenging. As for Gardevoir here, I'm just going to use Gigaton Hammer. That should be able to take it down. There we go. She has one more Pokemon left. I wonder if she will actually terrestrialize it. It would be pretty fun if she does. At this point, I wasn't really sure which Pokemon I should actually go to. Amaryllis probably really wouldn't do that much of a damage. I might actually go ahead and use Terrapagos. It is a newer Pokemon that I just got, and I definitely want to see how strong it is. Here we have it. I believe it is going to actually shift and transform. Yep, there we go. Now we should be able to take her Pokemon down in one hit with Terra Storm. I definitely am actually trying Stellar Terra-type for the first time. I think it actually looks really good, especially when it comes to Terrapagos. So I'm pretty happy to actually try this one out right here. Here it is. I actually want to see the photo that Heath had side by side with this form, just to compare how close he was able to kind of show the design. Either way, let's see how much stronger my Pokemon is right here. That was pretty good. But I was hoping to actually take down a Sparta with one move. I guess not. Luminous Crash as well did a lot of damage. That is not good. But I'm just gonna go ahead and just use Water Pulse to take it down. One more Pokemon left. Hopefully my Terrapagos doesn't really go down at this point. In fact, when it is actually terrestrialized, I really like the top part of it where we do see the first form of Terrapagos. That is an amazing, cool feature right there. I actually had to switch out into Tinkaton at this point. I've become all more beautiful when faced with adversity, you know. So here is her final Pokemon, which is her Florges. It's a pretty cool one, but I think Wooden Hammer should be able to take care of it. Unfortunately, she does terrestrialize it into a Psychic type, which means my move really won't do too much damage. But at least I still should be able to do some amount of it. I must say, out of every typing that we have seen till now, the Gigantamax and Mega Evolution, I must say I really like the terrestrialization more. I think the Sparkling just does it for me, but we were at least able to take down this Pokemon in one hit. I guess that's all for her battle. I wonder if we do get rewarded for defeating each of these trainers. We have seen at least getting Magnemite from Lono before in the trailer, so I'm actually hoping that we do get a Pokemon from a Tulip here as well. Of course, here is her all-time favorite dialogue. She does actually use this one each time we actually defeat her. You might even have enough potential to be a bigger star than me one day. So let's call this a little interstellar gift from me to you. And we get a Staff Berry. Alright. I was not hoping for a berry, but here we have one. Well, it's not such a little gift, but that's okay. You can pay me back when you make it big. I really don't know what to actually call it. I guess Staff Berry is pretty rare, but it's really nice to actually get a gift from her. I'm guessing we'll be able to get a Pokemon as a gift for the second time we actually challenge her. That is gonna come up at some point in the future, but for now we are just gonna go ahead and check out what else is open for us now that we have completed the DLC. You know, you're my absolute favorite too, don't you? Look at us, best faves forever. Right? I guess she does give us some different dialogues each time we talk to her, but that is all right now. Yo champ, gotta thank you again for conquering the BB League. All the tension here melted right away once we got our new champion. If I had my trusters, Kiran and I would be having fun battling again. I thought we would have patched things up by now, but guess things aren't that simple. It will work out. At least I hope so. Right. You know just what to say, huh? Good quality in a reigning champion. Guess I ended up kind of using you to try and get what I wanted, huh bud? I mean, that is true. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to. I dropped the Sacker life for once and I got carried away. Anyway, hope you accept my apology. No attitude, just gratitude. Okay. I'm really not excited to talk to him anymore. But let's see what Lacey and Crispin here are talking about. I believe Crispin is no longer a Elite Four member now that we have actually become the champion. But I guess I'm wrong. Maybe Kiran has stepped down. Either way, it's actually pretty fun to see them all here in the league room. It seems that Crispin is quite nervous to say something to Lacey. But of course, it's pretty fun to see them talk here. Either way, I actually decided to talk to them now that they were actually facing me. Dash, welcome back. How was the trip you took with Kiran and the others? I mean, it was definitely a piece of cake. I bet the group had everything wrapped up neat as a bow in no time with you there. You were investigating that huge crater in Paldean region, weren't you? That we were. To think you came here to study abroad and then we sent you right back to Paldia. That wasn't very well done, was it? It was fine. Oh, you're so understanding. If it were me, I would have been grumbling the whole time. Sometimes the school is a bit too permissive about things. Which is why we all have a duty to say loud and clear when we think something isn't right. I guess that's what she always does. Let me talk to Crispin as well. Hey Dash, there's something I wanted to tell you. That match against Kiran, it was totally at max heat. You were seriously cooking. I still can't believe what I saw. Kiran had been undefeated since he came back from Kitakami. That's interesting. But you floored him just like that. No wonder the whole BB League's blazing with excitement now. But now that you have become the champion, that means Kiran's got bumped down to being one of the Elite Four. So the weakest Elite Four members gotta move out to make room. Unfortunately, that's me. That's actually sad. Yeah, it kinda sucks. But those are the rules. Nothing you or I can do, really. Besides, the club's back to the way it used to be. I prefer it this way. And it's all thanks to you, Dash. So thank you, straight from the chef's mouth, so to speak. It's actually really nice to see that they all have their own personal dialogues now that we have defeated Kiran. I wonder where Carmine is. I might have to try and see where she is later. Right now I'm just gonna go ahead and head out to classroom 3-4. This is where Amaris is. She is the last of the Elite Four. Let me quickly talk to her and see what she has to say. I'm pretty sure she has something about Kiran. Here she is. Dash, you have my thanks for all you have done to help the League Club and to help Kiran. Once you became champion, Kiran withdrew himself entirely from our ranking system. Oh, so he's not an Elite Four? Though I consider this somewhat sad, it is not as if he and I can no longer meet. More than anything, I'm glad he seems to be acting like his former self once more. Indeed, I have been swept up in joy to have such an extent that I've prepared a tremendous amount of flight-enabling supplements used in my trial. Ooh, okay. Please feed your Aegis an appropriate portion of it whenever you wish to fly. I guess we'll actually do that right now, which is pretty hilarious. I wasn't really expecting this. There you go. What? You want to fly right now? Please, slow down. The supplement was never meant to be eaten in such large... Uh-oh. And something happened. Koraidon will be able to fly now. It would seem your Aegis has powered up somehow. From the look of it, I would guess that it has gained power to fly whenever you wish it to. Okay. Well, I suppose this is an acceptable outcome. As it happens, there is a super hard course for my flying time trial. You may attempt it upon clearing the hard course. Feel free to do so when you are ready. Something to check out. I'm actually really happy that they let us go ahead and compete in the flying time trial. Time for me to go. So long then. And there she leaves. This is pretty exciting because flying is definitely one of the bigger plus points in this DLC. I definitely want to try it out, but before that we still have one more task to complete. Let me quickly go ahead and head into classroom 1-4 where we do have our teacher. Here we are. Before I talk to her, I'm just gonna check out the classroom. Ah, never mind. There are no students here. Let's talk to Mrs. Briar. Hey Dash, glad to see you. You feeling rested and recovered after a big adventure down in the Underdepths? I am. Oh, youth really is an inevitable thing. I'm still feeling all wrung out despite having been back for a while now. That's actually quite sad. But on to why I call you here. Since our return, I've been writing up everything we have discovered on our expedition. Honestly, I've hardly slept. I obtained Geeta's permission to turn it all into a book, but don't worry. I've made sure to skip a few details and omit the names of those involved. So voila, a proof copy of the book freshly delivered from my publisher just for you. Alright, we get the copy of Briar's book. I guess we can actually check it out on a later stage. I behaved recklessly in the Underdepths. I don't know what we would have done if it wasn't for you. You truly deserve a copy of this book. I just hope it's sufficient as an apology. That's alright. But there's something else I needed to check with you. Would you mind showing me your Orb Dash? Okay. There you go. I thought as much. It's behaving just like Uran's and Carmine's orbs. I think it might be because your orbs were directly exposed to the energy from Terrapagos. Kiran and Carmine say that ever since the Underdepths, they have been able to terrestrialize their Pokemon without charging their Terra orbs. Now that's super cool. Actually, there's one more piece of news I should share with you related to these deepest depths. You know the terrarium core that hangs from the ceiling of the terrarium? Well, until now I've been keeping it topped up with a mixture of Paldean soil and water from the crystal pool in Kitakami. That's how we've been able to stabilize the terrestrial phenomena of our academy grounds. But the other day, I've tried adding crystals I've collected from the Underdepths to that mixture, and it caused the properties of the core to change. The result? Pokemon shining in rainbow colors have started appearing all over the terrarium, and they have the stellar Terra type. Thanks to this, my research into terrestrial phenomena is shining brighter than ever. Pretty cool. I'm definitely going to catch some stellar Terra type Pokemons. Oh, and there was one last thing. A man in a blue suit was looking for you over by the entrance of the academy. That's all I have to report for now. Thanks for setting aside your time. I'm off to pay a visit to my publisher, so I'll leave you to it. Next time we meet, I'll ask you for a good long look at Terrapagos. Till then. Okay, so that was pretty nice. I'm actually glad that they were able to explain more on the crystal or the globe that we have on top of the terrarium. I definitely want to go ahead and check it out as well. But before that, let me actually go to the entrance and see who this guy is who's actually waiting for us. Alright, let me actually save just in case I have to battle again. But, at the entrance, right? Let me look around. Ooh, okay. I see someone there. Let me go ahead and talk to him. Snackworth here. Oh ho ho. Would you look at the cut of your jib? You must be the one everyone's talking about. You're the Paldean exchange student, Dash. Or my name is not Snacksworth. Yes indeed, call me Snacksworth. I do love to see young students putting some real effort into their self-improvement. Okay. Especially the kids who really give their all for the good old BBQs. I reward them with snacks. These snacks I make are very special treat made just for a taste of a certain Pokemon. With one of my snacks in hand, you may find yourself running into quite spectacular Pokemon. Ooh. Okay, I'm guessing. So come give old Snacksworth the latest whenever you have been hard at work on these BBQs. Pretty nice. I guess we can actually talk to him right now since I have completed quite a few BBQs. Now, let's see if you have been chipping away at those BBQs or not. Heavens to besties, you've gone and completed 10 solo quests. Oh, so we do have group quests. I am really not sure how to actually complete them. Maybe if one of you is actually interested, we could definitely try it out. I'm willing to do a couple of these group quests. But it seems like we did get a rare gift to catch a Latios. Pretty sure. I think we can actually go ahead and do that today. I mean, I really don't have anything else in the agenda, so I could definitely take on Latios and try to catch it. I believe this guy will give you around at least 6 legendaries for the solo quest and around 6 again for group quest. But I'm really not sure how it will work out for the group one. Either way, it's pretty fun. I guess this guy has met all of the legendary Pokemons at this point, which is a real treat. He's also given us a location for Latios, which I'm guessing is in Paldia. So let me actually make my way there. As for its location, it is right here, right next to the South Province, and I believe it's at the end near this lake. There we go, there it is. I'll quickly go ahead and try to catch it, but I do have to save the game. To be honest, I'm actually super nervous. I really don't have a specific Pokemon to try and catch Latios. And this is actually the 3rd time I'm trying to catch it. I decided to go ahead and switch out my team members a bit more and added Lantern to my team, as it does have Thunder Wave, which will actually help not only paralyze Latios but also stop it from dying, because I really tried using poison, but that really didn't work. But now that it's actually paralyzed, all I have to do is just bring down its health. I don't think I'll be able to do that with Lantern here, so I'm not too worried. I'm just gonna try my best and see how it actually goes. Hopefully none of my Pokemons accidentally get another crit hit, which actually happened the first 2 times I tried catching Latios. This time, however, I'm just gonna try and be as careful as I can. Hopefully I'll be able to catch it within less amount of Pokeballs. Unfortunately, I don't really have too much of them. I believe only around 20 to 30, and I'm hoping that that is enough. After all, this is the legendary Pokemon and you never know what will happen. I think Water Pulse shouldn't really do that much damage. Yeah, it doesn't. So let me try using it. And I will go ahead, try to bring its health down to red, which I believe will be possible. I just have to use 2 more turns. Thankfully, none of the moves from Latios is really doing too much damage on Terrapecos, even though they are both around the same level. Now that everything's good, I'm pretty sure we are ready to go ahead and use the Ultra Balls. As I just saw, I realized that I only have 10 Ultra Balls, which is pretty bad. I'm actually gonna go ahead and focus more on BBQs offline so that I'll be able to get all of the legendary Pokemons for the solo quest. I'll also try and make videos about each location for these Pokemons to make it easier for you as well. Unfortunately, it seems that Latios here is giving me some hard time, but I'm hoping to actually catch it within the 10 Ultra Balls. If not, I definitely do have a couple of Timer Balls that should help. Alright, trying it once more. This is the 4th one. Never mind, didn't even shake once. It's only once it starts shaking once or twice is when you know you'll be able to catch the legendary Pokemon. Never mind, not there yet still. Also, by the way, do you guys press the B button whenever you're trying to catch the Pokemon? I'm pretty sure it doesn't mean anything, but still, this is something that I've seen many people do, and I unconsciously do that as well. Hopefully, one of these turns I'll actually be able to catch this Pokemon. As you can see, I'm literally wasting Ultra Balls. It's been around 7 of them. This is the 8th one. There goes Cloudzyre. Let me switch into another team member. I'll go into Lucario. Hopefully Lucario can stand some of the moves. This time I decided to switch into TynamoDash. I think I have used around 10 Pokeballs or 10 Ultra Balls. So TynamoDash should do a bit more. This is another one. And this turn we were able to catch it. There we go. Was able to catch it within, I believe, 12 Pokeballs. Maybe I might have counted it wrong. But that was super nice. At least after me quitting for 3 to 4 times, I'm happy that I was able to catch this Pokemon. Alright, so that's all I had for today's episode. I believe we have quite a lot of stuff to do after this DLC, which I'm definitely going to try out offline. But there are some other stuff that I want to cover up in a video. So you'll be seeing a couple of more videos on this DLC. Either way, if you have enjoyed this video, please put a like. If you haven't yet, please consider subscribing to my channel, as it does help me a lot. If you'd like to support me more on Patreon, check out the links in my description. And I'll see you all in the next one.